Wine number 2 for Hank's Wine Club in June, also another white wine, and this is a Bordeaux Blanc. You see that? Bordeaux Blanc, Jean-Marc Barthez, also from Mary Taylor. There's her signature again, or a facsimile of her signature. I've wanted to have a Bordeaux Blanc in the club for some time now because I think it's a wine that needs more attention and deserves more attention, and something that if people knew more about it would probably enjoy. Like a red Bordeaux, you can spend a fortune on a Bordeaux Blanc, but in this case, you can get some really good regular rotation Bordeaux Blancs for a pretty reasonable price, and still incredibly well made by a lot of the Bordeaux producers. Now, Bordeaux Blanc is generally made up of 2 grapes, Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon, and sometimes there's more of a balance between them. Sometimes it's principally one or the other. This is largely Sauvignon Blanc with a little bit of Semillon. That'll give it a little bit of richness. And reason why I think people need to know about this, because people are drinking a lot of Sauvignon Blanc. They drink New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, which can be, super sharp tasting, almost too citrusy, too sharp, over the top. When wines get to be popular, they sometimes get a little cartoonish and exaggerated because people then expect that and want more of it. Sancerre is Sauvignon Blanc, but it's really hard to find a Sancerre today that's under 20 or 25 or even $30. And part of the problem with Sancerre is Sancerre has always relied on this, this beautiful minerality from the soil it grows on in the Loire Valley. In more the central Loire, where it's a little more elevated and cooler, but as climate's changing, Sancerres aren't able to get that crispness that they used to. So that's becoming more and more difficult as well. The white wine in Bordeaux is often the grapes and the wines are often made in an area called Entre deux Mers, which is between 2 seas. In this case, it's 2 rivers. It's the Garonne and the Dordogne. And it's a nice area that gets this influence of the water underneath there, this is also the region where you're going to find that they're growing the grapes for Sauterne, I believe, too. But if you'll see it on a wine label in the Bordeaux section for white wines, Entre deux Mers, and that really is the principal or better region in Bordeaux for white wines. Again, Sauvignon Blanc, incredibly pleasing. Again, citrusy, acidity. Think shellfish. Think salads. Think food with acidity and matching it with acidity. This is also a wine, though, that I am really certain that you can drink by itself enjoyably. It's not overly sharp. That little bit of Semillon in there just gives it a little more roundness and a little bit nicer sort of a mouthfeel, if you will. Again, really well-made wine. And what Mary tries to achieve with her wines is, again, a sense of place. So this wine, what she's striving for here, and what you'll understand, this is a great wine to start you off with white Bordeaux. This typifies, there's a typicity to this wine from what a wine should be, a white wine should be from Bordeaux. Just like the Grillo right before this, where there's a typicity, that is really what that Sicilian white should taste like. And so I think these are 2 great white wines to start with, and we're going to go on to wine number 3 in a moment.